What's up guys, David here and welcome to the FitPro Daily. This week we're doing things a little different. Instead of having a proper focus for the week, we're adding in loads of different trainings and interviews that we've done over the past couple of weeks that we haven't actually put out. And today's one is no different. Today's one is an interview that I did for Tobias Youngs, sharing 17 different ways that you can generate leads for your fitness business. So this is an interview I did for his paid group. But before I do dive into the training, if you haven't already subscribed, press pause, press subscribe, and then let's dive into today's training. Okay, so let's dive in. So something I've been really hammering on recently, probably over the last 6 months, is actually having an ecosystem for your fitness business. Because we specialize in Facebook ads, one of the things that really keeps me from sleeping at night, that gives me nightmares, that gives me those like real hot sweats and panicking in bed, is what happens if Facebook just all of a sudden disappeared. If Facebook just vanished and we couldn't do ads, what would we do to generate leads? How would you keep your fitness business going? Like right now, this is done and being presented in a group on Facebook. So I was getting to a point, it's like I need to try and find different ways. Clients are asking me, how can we find clients in different ways and stuff? So we've been building out marketing plans, marketing strategies, and it really is a case of what I call an ecosystem. You have your central offer, your front end offer, your entry offer into your business, whether it be a 12-week online, a 6-week in the gym, a 21-day offer. If you run just a normal low-end budget gym, it could be a 3-day pass or something. We want to figure out how we have consistent leads coming in, not just from Facebook ads or Facebook groups, but from every single possible way you can think of. So you're not just relying on one source, and if that source stops, then you're snookered, you've got no leads. So I want to show you, that's what we're going to do today, is 17 ways to generate leads online and offline, paid and free. So let's just dive in. Your ecosystem, okay? If finding clients was easy, we would literally all have the perfect fitness business right now. We'd be all doing 10K, 15K, 20K a month, whatever you want that dream to be. We would all have that right now, but we all know it isn't. That's why we all actually really do need an ecosystem or marketing plan. So it is predictable. It's not just a case of hoping Facebook ads works. You know, if Facebook ad doesn't work, then you've got your email, you've got your reactivation, you've got your referrals, you've got your local businesses, you've got your charity events and everything we're going to talk about. So there's consistently leads coming into your ecosystem, with your entry offer being in the middle. So you're finding leads nonstop. There's leads always coming into your fitness business no matter what's happening. So let's look at this ecosystem, okay? One system can literally just kill your fitness business overnight. Like for us, when we purely relied on Facebook ads, if Facebook just suddenly stopped, it vanished overnight, and all we had was Facebook ads, our business would be in big trouble because we have no other way to generate these leads. So today we're going to be focusing on building that lead gen ecosystem, so you never have to struggle for leads ever again. And like we said, we've got 17 different ways coming your way. But to start, let me kind of introduce myself again really quickly. So I own DK9 Fitness in Cardiff, which is an over 30 studio here in the UK. I've been a Fit Pro since 2015. Started out doing outdoor boot camps up in North Wales. We eventually moved back down to Southampton, where we did small group, over 30s ladies training. 2 months of opening that, we got to 20 clients. People started asking me, people started, can you do it for me? And then eventually people started paying me. And that's how we started Fit Pro Lead Gen. We opened our first facility back in 2018, but it's 2 hours away in Cardiff. So Southampton's like southern England, Cardiff is like South Wales. It's a 2-hour drive. So it was literally starting all over again from scratch with no clients, with no community, with no identity. We had to start all over again. Fast forward to where we are now, 2 full-time coaches, Jim and sales manager, and Holly, my business partner, who's like the client care manager as well. So we've got 4 full-time staff. This is a picture of me here doing a 24-hour Everest challenge. I probably never want to do that again. You just couldn't walk for a couple of weeks afterwards because you just stepped all the time for 24 hours. So how our gym's set up, we have what we call a sweat area, which is like a HIIT intensity circuits teamwork side. And then on the flip side, which you can't see, is where our rig is, our dumbbells, our weights. So it's more of a lifting areas where we can actually move and just push heavy things. So the gym is split up into two kind of sections. So let's start with online advertising. Let's look at the paid and free ways of online advertising, using the power of the internet to bring leads in. And there literally are so many ways of doing this. Okay, so today I just want to share just 9 with you for online. Some you will probably know, and some you will not know and think, oh, you know what, that's actually a really cool idea. Maybe I should do that. So if we're all ready, if there's no comments, I think we should just dive right in. Is there any comments? I can't see. All good. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with paid advertising online. So this is literally by far the quickest form of lead generation. And Tobias knows this, okay? We could put an advert up right now, and within an hour, we've generated a lead, okay? It could be like a $5, a £5, a €5. We just spent that money on Facebook. And before you know it, somebody's already given us their name, email address, and phone number. So it's by far the quickest form of lead generation and paid advertising setup you can ever have. And you can run ads on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google, on YouTube. There's literally so many different places you can run paid advertising. Next, let's look at social posting, okay? And again, there's so many ways of doing social posting. Again, I could just say Facebook or Instagram, but we've got Twitter, we've got Pinterest, you've got LinkedIn. There's literally tons of places. So the more social channels you can get on, the more places you're going to pick up leads. But at the same time, you also need to be providing great content. So you've got your personal profile, your Facebook page, your story. And the aim really is to build trust. If someone follows your Facebook page, it's because they're interested, and now you need to start building that trust up with them. They need to be confident enough that they can trust you, you know what you're talking about, and they're ready to show indication that they want to know more about you. And this is specifically key, or especially key, if you work online. If you're face-to-face like we are with the gym, we can put a post up. Guys, we've got spaces opening up next week on our program. If you want to know more, pop down to the gym. Let's have a chat, have a coffee, show you around, and let's go from there. Super, super easy. But online is a different story, okay? Don't really know the US geography too well, but Tobias is since St. Barbara, and where he comes from is like 2 hours away. So it's like a massive, massive journey. Can you 8 hours away? So can you really trust somebody who's literally on like another time zone to you, you've never met before? You can't, Case. You have to build that trust. You have to show that you know what you're talking about. And after a couple of weeks, after a couple of months, however long it takes, you keep pushing for that indication. The minute they give you that indication, they might like or comment or share or tag. That's the proof that they've become a lead, and then you go for that kill, or you start building it up in DMs or wherever you need to do it. Next, let's look at email, okay? So this is becoming really underused at the minute, yet it's so, so powerful. You could literally pick up your phone now and check how many emails you've had today so far, and you might be on 15 or 20 emails already, okay? And the reason you've got those emails is because it literally does work. It could be people spamming you. It could be people that you've purchased from before are just emailing you to remind you about special offers that you've got. People who just reaching out and say, oh, I saw your program the other day, can I have more information? It really does work. So you can email daily, email twice a week, email just once, like a newsletter or something. And then if you don't want to do that or do something different, you could do cold reach as well. Potentially what you'd call spamming. You just reach out to local businesses, local schools, local specific places that your target audience goes to, and seeing what sort of partnerships or affiliates or networking events that you can do. And when you do this type of thing, you could probably also set up a corporate gig. And we need to remember, corporate gigs don't have to be a face-to-face offline thing. You can set up corporate gigs online. So literally, we could literally just send an email now to Apple. If it got right through to the right person, you never know, next week you could be doing a live Zoom session. You could be doing a live body MOT session with people at Apple. So we have to be putting this as part of your ecosystem. And again, I know we've got loads more that we're going to go through in a minute, but that's just 3 things. We need to make sure we're doing all these different things, either in sort of marketing plan, or you give it to your team so they can work on and start working on it for you. So next, let's look at social groups. So this video is being posted in a social group right now, okay? And in particular, we're going to look at Facebook groups. When you set up a Facebook group, I know my group is called Fit Pro Lead Gen with Dave. Tobias's group is called the Online Fit Pro. What's it called? The Online Fit Pro Community.
Yep.
But everyone knows the owner of this community is Tobias. So when somebody joins, they know he is the boss. He is the guy that runs it. He is the authority person to look up to. So it makes you sound like the important person. Even if you've just started, you've just qualified, and you've decided you want to become an online fit pro or just a fit pro in general, once you create a group and name it after you, when people join, they're going to know, they're going to think that you are the person to go to. And in these groups, then you show social proof, you build a community, you build raving fans, people who always want to be purchasing your stuff or talking about you or inviting their friends in. And the same as posting, it's kind of like the same as posting, but better. Posting on a Facebook page is like 4% engagement or 4% reach. Posting in the group, I literally get notifications all the time. Tobias is posting in this group. Philippe's posting this group. Lee's posting this group. It will literally keep telling you when someone posts in groups. So the more you have a group, the more you build it, the more people will be coming back constantly. So like this live, everyone in the group would have got a notification saying that Tobias has just gone live in this group. So they'll come back and want to watch the post. Show value, build trust, make sales. So social group, number 4. Website and blog is number 5, okay? And this one is almost even more forgotten than email. But your website literally will never, ever, ever vanish. Facebook might disappear. TikTok might disappear. Instagram might just vanish tonight, but your website's never going to vanish. You own it. You have total control of the content too. You might go on Facebook later and someone's literally slating you saying you're the worst trainer in the town. But when you go on your website, no one can say that. You have total control of what's on your website. So you can make this as the central point from your emails, from your social media, from your YouTube, from your podcast, from your TikTok. You just push everybody to the website to become a lead. Because when you've got your website built, it shows you again as the authority. It shows you that you've got loads of social proof. And what we really need to do with a website is we need to utilize the blogs. Okay, so important. 5 ways that stay-at-home mums can lose belly fat during lockdown. Something super simple like that. They read this post on your website. They know then that you're the authority. You've written a post specifically about them. You then have a pop-up. You then have an option to download the ebook, to submit for more information, to join the free Facebook group. You use this website, this blog, as like your central hub to really build massive value. When somebody becomes a lead from the website, they are much, much, much more likely to sign up compared to a lead coming just from Facebook ads.
Hey, Dave, do you mind if I jump in just for a sec, man?
Yeah.
I just want to find out from everybody who's watching here. I want to know which ones that you guys are using. Of these first 5, which one have you used? Go ahead and type it in the chat. Which one is the most dominant that you're using right now? Because I know most of you guys are all obviously doing the organic social posting. I want to know how many of you guys are you doing Facebook ads? Are you actually emailing your list? Like, of those first 5, which ones are you currently using? And if you're watching live in the Facebook group, let me know which ones that you got. And that'll be super important. So that way we can give you some more feedback on that. Thanks, Dave. Go ahead and jump in, brother. Sorry, I just wanted to find out from everybody which ones they're using right now.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so the next one is a little bit different. Okay, it works a lot more for offline. So number 6 is Google My Business. Okay, this definitely it can work for online, but it works way, way better for offline. And if you are an offline business and you're not using Google My Business, then you need to just pause this webinar now, pause this live video and go and sign up to Google My Business instantly, okay? It is literally so, 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 so good. You add your business on it, it puts you on the Google map. Someone searches for personal trainer or boot camp or triathlete coach or something, that's all they put in. When they load up on the map, it literally pulls your business up because it's close to them. It shows all your Google reviews, all your Yelp reviews, all your Facebook reviews. So all these good things that people have said about you is going to pop up on there. So when someone sees you, they then see all these great reviews. It gives loads of call to actions, whether it's to message on the Google My Business platform, whether it's to phone call, whether it's to go to your website, whether it's to go to your social media channels. It does so much. And you can even use it as your social media channel too. So what we've done, super easy, whatever we post on Facebook, Zapier then sends it to Google My Business. So if someone comes onto your Google My Business profile, they'll see all these amazing reviews. They'll see all these social media posts, these videos, these posts, these images, and everything you're doing. They'll see a call to action, and then they'll action that call to action. And literally, it can do so much more. So if you're not using Google My Business, go and do that right now. Even if you're online, go and do that. Go check it out, yeah. Number 7, webinars, okay? And I literally can't stress how important this is online and offline. For all of you watching this now, this is a webinar, okay? This is me presenting to you. And the reason this is so, so good, because if you want to build a strong connection with the person, with your prospects, you need to do a webinar, okay? You have to do them because it shows value, it shows trust, it shows authority, and if you use it correctly, you can lead them down the sales path. This is not a sales webinar, so I'm not going to try and sell you anything at the end. But if I was doing it off my own back and I wasn't doing it for Tobias, towards the end, I would be guiding you down the sales path with more success stories popping in and then a call to action to purchase something. And the reason the webinars are so good is because they're focused on you for that entire length of time that you're doing it. It's not like a 60-second TikTok video where they move on to the next one, or YouTube video that they're just scrolling through and they suddenly see you and then something else pops up that they move on, or Facebook where they started watching and then they get a notification and then they move on to something different. Okay, a webinar, they're completely 100% focused on you for that length of time. So we do 2 a month. I think Tobias does one once a week. Okay, you need to go and do webinars. Number 8, lead magnets. Okay, lead magnets are great. Okay, you just give them away for free. We give a lead magnet away every single Wednesday for free. All we do on the Tuesdays, we create 5 top tips. We post that all over social media as texts and blogs and videos, podcasts. We then take that text, squash it down, stick it into Canva, and then give it away as a free lead magnet. Okay. We usually do it. We do it on Facebook for free, but when we run ads, we do it in exchange for something else. So like we said earlier, 5 ways stay-at-home mums can lose belly fat during lockdown. Claim your free guide. Simply give us your email address and we'll send it over. Or claim your free guide. Come and join our free Facebook group. Or drop us a message and I'll send you that free guide. Remember, we want people to signal interest. By signaling interest, they're definitely interested in a lead magnet, so they're going to signal interest. They'll give you that email address in exchange for it. When we go back to number 2, was it, which was email, lead magnet, email address, email them often. Lead magnet, Facebook group, produce loads of great value. Lead magnet, Facebook message, follow it with DMs and build that trust and stuff. Okay. And in the lead magnet, you're given the opportunity to give value, show trust, and social proof in this lead magnet. And like I said, it plays into the other factors: lead magnet, email address, lead magnet, Facebook group, lead magnet, Facebook message. There's loads of opportunities. So go and create a lead magnet. The next one, again, really does help for offline businesses. You can work for online as well. And this is business directories. So a business directory can actually rank much higher than your website can this can be a very painful experience. It just means your website is terrible and you need to get someone to fix it. But even if it does, it really doesn't matter, okay? Because it's got your name to the top of the search rankings. It gets you loads of free traffic. If I jump on Yell and now I just type in personal trainer in Cardiff, there's going to be loads of personal trainers pop up there. Someone might see it and click it and then come to the website and go from there. And there's literally loads of them, okay? There's loads of them nationally, loads of them locally. There's literally loads of business directories. It might be the most painful 6 hours of your life, but if you can submit your business to 200 local business directories or national business directories, you literally got leads consistently coming in because people are going to be searching for stuff and yours are just going to pop up. So add your businesses to all of them. Link back to your website, have a website, a lead gen website with a blog, and you're going to always have leads coming in. It really is that simple. So those are the 9 online lead generation tips for now. Want to say anything before we move on?
Yeah, no, I just want to find out, of those 9 tips, you guys, which one did you find kind of like that you need to start using right now? Go ahead and type that in the chat. And just to go, while we're waiting for them to type that in the chat, Florence said she's doing social posts and she's doing paid Facebook ads. Felipe said he is using the email newsletter. And then Flo also said website is used a lot, but she stopped emails and blogs as no one was reading them. Hey, I'll tell you what, emails are going to be so huge for you. And also you want to be doing lead building or list building activities like as frequently as you can. So obviously, if you're not building your list and you have a small list, you're going to need to add more people to your list, and the lead magnets is going to be the one of the main ways that you can do that. So and then also ask your list, like, hey, what do you want to learn more on, right? So if you actually respond back to them and ask them those type of questions, they're going to give you feedback, and then you can create those specific type of emails. But it also means that maybe we need to tweak the messaging a little bit too, which we can actually work on a little bit too, which would be good. So Lee says business directories he hasn't done. So that's cool, Lee. You'll be able to jump in there. Felipe says, utilize my Google business. It's worked for me in the past, and he's gotten away from it. So he's going to start to dive into there. And perfect. Do any of you guys have any questions so far on any of these first 9 online ones, or anything that you want to get a little bit more clarity on, anything you want to dive into a little bit more?
I have a question. Obviously, I think we all know like Google one is the most popular like business directory. Are there any other ones that you would recommend that someone would link their website to for their directory?
As many as you can find. Literally just Google business directory and loads will pop up. Just put business directory with your local area in as well, then submit them locally and then move on to national ones as well. It is going to be a boring 10-15 minute job per one. They all ask slightly different questions. But the more you can get on, the more free traffic you're going to get from these different areas. So there's not one fits. I'm sure there's a website that literally lists all of them as well. So it is just a quick Google search and just add in your business to all of them as often as you can. But once you do, don't then go and change your website URL, because you'll have to go back into
Right.
all of them and then redo it all again.
Yeah.
Right,
Plus
thanks.
you can go on the
Appreciate
Fiverr. Yeah, Lee, you can go on the Fiverr and you can actually pay somebody really cheap to do like 50 of them for you, like for like $20. People will go in there and they already have all the ones in there. You just give them all the information and they'll knock out a bunch of them for you. So
Thanks. I'll check that out. I didn't know you could do that on there.
yeah. On Fiverr, you can outsource anything now. So.
One thing I was going to say was the blog, whoever said about the blog, literally if you do 5 tips to lose belly fat and you write the blog and you don't think anybody's going, you literally just post on your social media or your website, guys, I've just written a new blog. Here's 5 ways to lose belly fat. Click the link to read over the blog. That means you're forcing people back to the blog, and that's literally what we do. I'll do a video every single day on YouTube. I'll then grab like a 30-second clip of it, post that on social media, That the only way to watch the full length of the 30-second or the full video is by clicking a link, which takes them back to the YouTube video. So it really is the same. You create these blogs, you then put a real small snippet, it could be literally just one paragraph, like a really punchy paragraph, but to read the whole thing, they've got to click that link, come to your website, read the blog, build trust, become a lead, sign up, win-win.
Yeah, and excellent advice, David. And then also for those of you who use FitPro Solution, it has a built-in review requester. So once you are and you input everything in your Google, right? You can automate a lot of those things too. It just at the push of a button, you can ask for reviews from all your clients in there too. So you can take advantage of that. And then just keep in mind, if you do like one big piece of content per week, you can repurpose that bad boy for so much different content, right? So, obviously you can use it for your Facebook, you can use it for your Instagram, you can chop it up, you can create stories with it, you can use it for your website, you can use it for your blogs, like so many different things, your email newsletter. So take advantage of that. Just like on a Sunday, just kind of like brainstorm and write out like something, kind of like a long form post. And on that same long form post, you can just, film yourself, use it. You can even use a teleprompter app in the very beginning until you get more comfortable doing it. And then just repurpose that boy on so many different, so many different areas. But Dave, go ahead, my man. We got
Yeah, just with that one. So what we do every day, sit in front of the camera like this, and I record the YouTube video. That then the video gets taken off, the audio gets put on the podcast. That then gets chopped down to 30 seconds. That then gets put as tomorrow's, did you watch like yesterday's YouTube video? Here's the link to come and watch it. That then is it's transcribed and put on the blog as a blog. That blog then is also sent out in the email. That text then is also posted across all the social media channels. So me just talking to the camera for 5 minutes gets shared in like 9 different locations, all the podcast places, all the YouTube places, all the blog channels, literally everywhere. And that's just me sat here for 10 minutes every day just talking to the camera. So yeah, make sure you do repurpose. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every single day.
Yeah, and you can use transcribe, apps like otter.ai, rev.com. All those things will just basically take, your video and just completely transcribe it for you. And then you could put it in all your emails and stuff. So just create a really cool video and have fun, you guys. This is like literally laptop lifestyle right here. You could be in sunny Southern California, like doing what you love to do. Just have fun. That's the most important thing. Get on video too. Super cool. All right, Dave, go ahead, my man.
Okay, offline advertising is next. Okay, so now we need to go back in time, way before the World Wide Web became a thing. Okay, when advertising wasn't so simple, or was it? Okay, so we're going to look at 8 different ways we can generate more leads and obviously make more money, more profit moving forward. So number 1, charity events. And all the stuff we're going to talk about offline, it doesn't mean you run an online business, you can't do them. You still can do these things, okay? And the charity event, I've put it as number 1, is literally because it ticks so many boxes. You can literally do an online event. It can be so simple. All my clients, you're based all around the world. What we're going to do is we're going to do a 1-hour skipping challenge, or we're going to do a 24-hour squat challenge, or literally whatever you want. And these are clients all around the world. They don't have to be local. You pick an event, you pick a charity you want to do it for. And when you do it, it ticks so many boxes. 1, it increases awareness in your local area. Oh, have you heard about this gym doing this 24-hour crazy challenge? Have you heard about this person doing this really mental challenge? Okay, it boosts awareness. Clients buy in and they want to promote it way, way, way more than ever asking for a referral. We all know how difficult it is. Hey, Jane, I know you've been loving coming to the gym. You got any clients or any friends that might want to join? Oh, I'll ask about. Hey, Jane, we've got this amazing charity event that's going to help people feel better about themselves. Oh, yeah, I'll share this all over Facebook. People will buy into a charity way, way, way more. So again, it just ticks so many boxes. If it's a good story, if you're doing it for a real good reason, the media will want to know more about it too. And you can literally just reach out to all the media and just say, hey guys, we're doing a charity event. It's in aid of this. We're hoping to raise this much money. This is what's happening. This is what it's about. Feel free to come down, okay? And if the media get hold of it, they're then going to share it locally, and potentially it might get national coverage as well. Local businesses might want to take part in this charity event. They might want to donate. They might want to turn up and support it in some shape or form. They might want to share this event with all their clients as well. And you're going to have a much stronger client base at the end of it. So like the 24-hour Everest challenge we did, the people that did that challenge and came through the night at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, ones that stayed for the full 24 hours, literally became so much more bought in with our ethos, our setup, that it's very unlikely they will ever leave us because they feel they're part of the community, okay? So it's great for client retention. It literally ticks so many boxes. And at the end of the day, you're also doing something good, okay? So I know, yeah, we're listing all the benefits to how it can help your business, but at the same time, you're also doing it for a good cause, okay? There is a motive behind setting this charity event up, but you don't want to think about that sometimes. You are helping a good cause out. Number 2 is reactivation, okay? Especially if you've been going for a while. If you're brand new, obviously this is going to be a little bit difficult. But remember, we're on about lead generation. We need to find new leads so we can make new sales. So if you've been going for a while, you need to go back and find all the people that left and seeing what the latest is with these people. This needs to be in your ecosystem. So we've done 9. And we've done another 2. That's 11 so far. 11 things that you need to be plugging into your fitness business every single day. You might plan it. So you do a newsletter once a week on a Wednesday. You might do reactivation calls at 4 o'clock every Thursday afternoon. You might go live every Friday evening. Or if you've got a team, you get your team to do this for you. So each month, you go back in your calendar 3 months and you contact all those people that left. Hey, Jane, how have you been getting on? It's been a couple of months since you last trained with us. Just wanted to check in, see how you've been getting on. Also, we're inviting all our previous clients back to train with us for 2 weeks for free. You interested? It could literally be anything, but all you're doing is going back. And these people, remember, already know you. They've bought from you before. They've trusted you. They've got results. It could literally go back. Hey, Jane, remember that time when you did that squat and you got a PB? You did really awesome, didn't you? She's like, yeah, you know what? I've really been missing the gym lately, or been missing doing my training programs really recently. I've been thinking about coming back. Are you around tomorrow for a chat? There you go, straight in. Okay, reactivation is so. I keep saying they're all important. They literally are all important. Okay, you just have to be doing all these. If you do them all, you'll never, ever run out of leads again. You will always have leads coming into your fitness business. Okay, now this is something a lot of us don't consider as a lead generation, but it can make a massive difference to the bottom line, especially to the amount of money you make and the amount of profit that you make, okay? You don't always need new clients to make more money, okay? Clients will always want to spend more with you. They know you, they like you, they trust you. You go to McDonald's and they're like, do you wanna add an extra fries for that or whatever? You can tell I don't go to McDonald's, so I don't know what they say. But they'll say, do you want to like upgrade that or something? And you're just like, yeah, cool, why not? And it's the same for clients. Hey guys, we've just got a new protein shakers in there. We're giving you a special discount. Do you want one? Yeah, sure, why not? Got new t-shirts coming out. Guys, we just ordered a new set of t-shirts, so we're putting a t-shirt order in this week. Who wants one? And people put their hands up. Great, yeah. And even if you only make £5 profit and you bring a new t-shirt out every couple of months, let's say every 3 months, that client has now paid you an extra like £15 or $15 over the year on top of what they already pay. And if you've got 100 clients, that's an extra $150 for no additional work that you've had to do, okay? Or we look at the client lifetime value, and we'll talk about this one in a minute. So things you could do: add-ons to memberships, extra call, extra sessions, extra meal plans, extra Facebook support group, extra WhatsApp messages once a week. There's so many different add-ons you can have. One-time purchases such as clothing or hoodies or water bottles or events and stuff that you can do. And then you've got side sales as well, okay? Maybe that program isn't the right thing to you. Let's move you on to this program instead. Now, when we talked about client lifetime value, okay, you know a client often stays with you for 8 months, They stay with you on often for 8 months, and you charge $100 a month for your program. Now, what we need to consider, once we know they stay with you for 8 months and people leave at the 8-month mark, is there a downsell we can sell to them that they then can stay for an extra 2 or 3 months? Because if they leave at 8 months, that's no more cash from them. But if you can give them a downsell and they can then stay for an extra 2 or 3 months, even if it's at half the price, at least you've got that extra little bit of cash. And this is 100% what we do all the time. We have something called the Fit Pro portal. When a client comes to say they want to hand their notice in, we'll say, hey, don't worry about that. How would you like 50% off for the next 2 months? And literally 90% of the people just say, yeah, go on then. I was thinking, but why not? It's half the price, an extra 2 months. Even if they don't do anything and still leave at the end of those extra 2 months, we've just got an extra 2 months worth of payments from them. So again, you have to do this. You just have to do all of them. All of these will make a massive difference to how much money you earn in your fitness business. Referrals, super, super, super key. And I think I've found the solution to how to get more referrals, okay? Because we're all that little bit nervous about asking for them. These are this is your strongest advertising platform, okay? These people love you. They want to help you. So we need to ask for referrals. They're like your walking, talking billboards. They will tell everybody about you. If you get the right clients, they will literally constantly talk about you. They'll be walking around in your t-shirts all the time, in your leggings all the time. Yes, it's difficult to get super, super, super energetic clients all the time. But what we do is we give incentives. It could be, hey, if you bring a friend and your friend signs up, I'll give you 50% off your next month's. Every Sunday, we've got bring a friend along and see what's going on. But maybe they don't want 50% off. Maybe they're happy paying you that price and they don't want to change how much they pay you. Maybe they're not really confident enough to ask their friends about it. So what we do each and every month is we have a new incentive, okay? Maybe somebody will feel more inclined to send you a client if they know they're getting a hoodie. Or maybe they'll be more inclined if they know you're going to give them an extra one-to-one PT session completely for free. So every month have a new incentive that might trigger somebody to do it. Whereas if you just had that same offer consistently and they don't really like that offer, they're unlikely to do it. And major companies do this, okay? Is it Horizon? Isn't that a US telephone company?
Verizon.
They will definitely have different referral options every month, okay? Refer a friend and we'll give you 3 months off that, or we'll give you a bonus this, or we'll get you extra call time here. They'll always be hitting you with different triggers to see which trigger you like, because we know not everybody likes the same option. So come up with a different referral strategy every single month. Okay, workshop and events.
Real quick, David, I'm sorry, we have a couple questions in the comments in the chat. I just wanted to address those real quick. Florence said a question is she wants to know how to reach out to potential sponsors or become an affiliate.
As in,
you want to give them some context, Florence, on what you were referring to?
Yeah, so like so in one of my websites now, it gives room for like advertisers. This is more of a general thing, but then the idea of working with other bigger companies, say a sporting goods company or something, like I always, how can I help you help me in terms of like an agreement? Like I know a lot of people on like social media will be like an affiliate of something, and here's an affiliate link for 10% off clothing. What's a really appropriate way to reach out to people who could help you in a way that I think it feels very balanced? Yeah.
So major companies, most major companies just have it literally on their website.
Okay.
If you type in Nike affiliates, you will find some sort of Nike affiliate scheme. And we do this for all the major softwares that we use. If someone says, can you tell me about a software? I will send them an affiliate link. And that is the super easy thing. If you want to do an affiliate or partnerships with local people close to you, you have to start up a relationship with them. As painful and as not as easy as it sounds, you have to. It's like you walk into a bar and you see a guy, a woman that you like. You're not going to say, yeah, come back straight back to mine. You want to give them a drink first, chat to them, get to know them, get to know what they're about. Just, you need to build that relationship with them. So if you're doing it locally, maybe with your local health food store, you go in there, maybe you buy something from them, you chat to the owner, you get to know them, invite them down or go out for a coffee or something. Just really get to know them, seeing if you're a good fit and they're a good fit, because often you might associate yourself with a company or something, and you realize down the line, you know what, that was actually a bad move. I don't actually like what they stand for, what their ethos is. So it's not always a great fit to just reach out to anybody, get to know them, build that relationship, start networking, and point out people might start reaching out to you. As for your websites, it literally is just a case of, hey guys, I've got some advertising spaces available on my website. These are the type of people I work with. Because if people know they can enter your network for free, then a lot of people are going to jump on board. Like Tobias is saying to me, Dave, can you come and do a presentation in my group? I'm like, 100%. Client Tobias has got a load of potential fit pros that potentially want to work with me. So why wouldn't I want to do this? Does that answer that question?
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks.
And then last one here, Felipe says 2 months at 50% off at cancellation is a great idea. So yes, Felipe, good point. Right on.
Because you never know, that one as well, you also drop them an email at the end of that 50%. And if they don't reply to that email, then it automatically goes back up to full price. Or they might reply, you know what, I actually prefer, have you got any other options? Or if they've got another option, if they're just trying to keep winging it, obviously don't give them. But you never know, they might want to carry on and go back up to full membership. Or like you say, they might just leave. So just give them that extra 2 months or something to try and keep them paying a little bit longer will make a big difference. Anyway, workshops and events, same as charities events, Kate. These can be do paid or free. And these are things that we do quite a lot of at the gym. So we do something specific. We might do a kettlebell specific workshop. There'll be every quarter on a Sunday, but it's $30, pounds, euros to attend. This is then your clients having to upsell. They've got to purchase something additional to do this 3-hour kettlebell workshop. Or it could be a local health and fitness community. So you're doing it for the community. You're creating an event that people can come down and learn more about just weight loss or food or muscle gain or whatever your setup is. And you want to try and do one every quarter, because you'll definitely get, and this was the question out about affiliates and stuff, other businesses will want to join in on this. If they see you're doing this and they want to get access to your network, they might pay to come down and be part of this event or workshop that you're doing. Or they might reach out and say, hey, I know you've got this cool workshop going on. Can I come down? What's the situation? How do I join? You might do the workshop for free, but you might charge them to come down and do their thing at the workshops. So workshops and events, again, you can get lots of publicity if you're doing it for a good cause or a good reason, or you can get paid by literally charging to do these events and workshops. And if you're doing it to the general public, potentially you can then upsell those people onto your programs as well. Okay, local partnerships is the next one, okay? And there's so many ways of doing this. We just talked about one then was events, okay? Can you get them to come down, or can you do events with them, or do they have any events that you can potentially take part in? Remember, it's all about lead gen. How can you utilize something to bring leads into your fitness business? Maybe you go to a local butchers or something and you say, hey, my clients, I've been telling them they need to be eating a specific kind of meat because I make people eat bacon as part of my setup. Can you offer them 10% off as much bacon as they want or something? Again, you're just reaching out to these people and seeing what potential deals or offers or something you can do for them. Because if you're saying, I've got 200 clients coming your way, they'll definitely be interested because you're giving them 200 clients for free, and they'd be more than happy to give you 10% or 5% or even 15%. Then you can go into hairdressers and say, hey, I've got a over 30s gym, and I know you just work with ladies. is there any sort of setup we can do? Obviously, don't go straight in for the kill, which we talked about, try and network and build. And you say, you know what, for every person you refer, I'll give you £15 or $15 for each person that signs up to my program because you referred them from me. But again, you need to go to where your target audience hangs out. Bolt-ons, okay? Somebody comes in and you're just like, oh yeah, you know what, I think that business will be a good fit for me. So they join your program and then they get a free massage, or they get a free dental checkup or something as part of being part of your program. So bolt-ons. So go and find people with that same target audience that you work in and start those conversations, because you never know, starting those conversations might lead to corporate gigs. And corporate gigs is where everybody really needs to be in, because that is big money for little work. So that's a win-win, that one. Leaflet drops. Okay, I'll keep going because we're almost at the end now. Similar to directories, which we talked about, okay, and this crosses local partnerships too. We want to be dropping these leaflets off where our target audience hangs out, okay? So wherever they go, this is where we need to be dropping leaflets off. You might want to put codes on these flyers or wherever you go so you can keep track. So if you are an online fit pro, just keep literally dropping business cards in every airport, every hotel, every place you go, but just write down codes on them. So if someone says, oh yeah, I just saw your thing the other day, you can know where they came from. And if this place keeps popping up over and over and over again, you know, I need to put all my attention to this place because this is a great place. Start conversations with businesses, okay? You might go in there to drop some leaflets off, start that conversation before you know you've got a partnership going, before you know you've got a corporate gig going. There's so many ways of doing this. It's not quick though. If anyone's done leaflet drops before, it's not quick unless you have some sort of special offer or something, okay? It will take time to just drop leaflets everywhere and they're not going to get really quick leads. But one thing it does do, it gets your name in different locations. You walk into a hairdresser's, oh, I've seen that fitness business advertised somewhere else. And they go into another shop, wow, this fitness business just keeps popping up everywhere. And then they see your adverts on Facebook, and then they go onto your website, and before you know it, they've really gotten to know you because they've just seen you literally everywhere. Paid advertising is obviously the last one. I've put this last because offline paid advertising really isn't that good, but there is a benefit to it. So online paid advertising is not as good as online advertising. You can go on the radio, you can go on the TV, you go on newspapers and magazines, you go on signposts and billboards. Again, remember, you want to put codes on them so you know specifically where people have seen them. But the way we should be using this, just like Coke do, Coke put their adverts on a big bus stop. There's no come buy your free Coke or get $5 off a pack of Coke. It's not like that. It is all about omnipresence, where you're literally just everywhere. No matter where these people are going, they're just seeing your fitness business name pop up everywhere. So before you know it, they just know you. They just know you super well. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be the first person they go to when they decide, I want to do this X goal. And that takes us on to questions.
Love it. That was awesome. So you guys, out of these, go ahead and post the one that was the biggest takeaway for you. What is your biggest takeaway so far? Because that was 17 different lead gen strategies. And if you're watching this in the group, type it in there too. Or if you're in here live, type it in here.
Could we didn't even talk about YouTube or podcast or the different local networking apps? There's so many ways to generate leads. It just has to be part of your marketing plan. It has to be something that you focus on every single month. You're getting this done for a specific reason, which is to generate more leads, make more sales, and grow your fitness business. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're doing your webinars too, you can stream them into different areas. You can use apps like StreamYard or Ecamm Live, and, you can stream it, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We were just talking about that actually before the call, and multiple places that you can stream your things too. So Lee says adding business directories and getting involved locally. Yeah, Lee, that's huge, man. Felipe says the Google Biz and email campaigns are something that I have to get back to focusing on. And I'm telling you guys, like, email is one of those things that you just have to be consistent with. and
Yeah.
it's going to be there for you, and you'll be able to pull leads. And you use your 9-word emails like, hey, first name, are you still looking to, XYZ, whatever they're looking to do, if it's losing weight or, whatever it is, get that bikini body. Once you do start doing those and implementing those at least once a month, you start getting leads like, wow, where did this come from? You know what I mean? And then
that is the thing with things like email and stuff. It's not always rapid. It's not a case of just blast an email out and everyone pays. Yeah, you might get it, but the more you do it, the more consistent you will start getting a reply to this email, a reply to that email, a reply, and you just keep getting the replies, and it will just keep building and building and building until you're all getting a reply and a sign up from every single email you do. So don't think it's going to happen overnight. It's going to be instant. I have over 7,000 FitPros on my email address alone, and we might get one reply a week. But when we do put an offer out, they all get swiped up really quickly. So don't feel downhearted if people are not replying or people are not getting back to you. People are reading them. The more value and the more trust you build, when you finally put the offer out, people will be ready to go for it.
Yeah, and you have to make sure that they're valuable too. And you're given, value first. Give before you ask for anything in receive in there too. And if you give enough value, and then you do those type of posts where you ask them, hey, if you're looking for some help, boom, then they're going to be obviously much more apt to be able to jump in. And you guys have seen some of the different tactics that we've dove into, and also adding the super signature into all your emails too. So that way you can just give tremendous value. At the very bottom, hey, PS, by the way, whenever you're ready, here's 3 ways I can help you get whatever the results are. I can help you get fast results. Number 1, join my free Facebook group where I'm helping, business professionals like you lose, pounds every single day. Number 2, you can put your front end offer in there, like, hey, if you want my free, fat loss guide, whatever it is, your lead magnet. And then number 3 could be like, a stronger offer, where it's like, if you like to be, like one of my, more successful case studies that I've been working with, helping them lose 20 pounds in 90 days, reply back, I'm in, and I'll get you all the details, something like that. So that way it's at the very bottom of your emails where you're giving all of the value up top. And then those, whenever they're ready, then they dive in and they start looking at your offer. So that way you don't have to put the offer inside the body of the email. Does that make sense, you guys? Some different things. And I know, David, you said you have a hard stop at top of the hour, right?
Oh, I can depends on his questions. Otherwise, I'll have to go.
Okay. So now let's open it up for questions for you guys too. Anything that you want to dive into. This is your chance to get some feedback from Mr. David Kyle. Raymond Tang is in the Facebook Live and says, didn't get a chance to tune into the beginning parts. Will there be a replay for this? Yes, Raymond, this will actually be posted as a replay in the group. You'll be able to watch this. So thank you so much for diving in. Daryl's given 2 of the biceps in here. And then what about you, Flo, Lee? What do you guys thinking? Any questions you got, or anything you want to dive into a little bit more?
I was just gonna ask if he could link his Facebook group so I can see some of the like other good stuff that he has that with the information, I'm guessing, so I can like save some of that stuff.
Oh, best of luck. There's literally a post every single day, so you can be reading for months.
Yeah, David, what's the name of your Facebook group if they want to jump in there?
It's just FitPro Lead Gen with Dave.
Awesome.
Cool. And then David, if anybody wants to work with you, like for Facebook ads or anything like that, like what would be the best way to contact you?
Just message first. Let's message, have a chat, jump on a call. And yeah, something we say to everybody, make sure they're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them. There's been plenty of times where we've turned away Facebook ad clients. Yeah, it's great money, but it's not worth the headache long term. So if someone's desperate and they're really pushing to work with you, try and just get to know a little bit more about them first. Don't always take the cash, because that cash can lead to many sleepless nights and many pains.
Yeah. And just like anything too, like obviously, you're not going to take on any particular clients if they're not a fit for your program, right? Because then they're just going to like, completely be a bad seed in, you know, in your community with everybody else. So you want to make sure that it's everybody who's positive and who's reaching towards the same type of goals together, so you guys can lift each other up. You guys probably know what it's like if you ever had one of those clients and you're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? Why did I do this? Right. So it's the same type of thing. And then also just wanted to throw this out here for the paid advertising. If you're just starting off, try to do everything organic in the beginning. If you're watching, especially in the Facebook group, like if you're brand new to online coaching, like get your system set up first and get your, you know, get your profile set up, get your avatar set up, and start doing some organic marketing. And, you know, once you start generating some decent revenue, then you can dip into paid ads. I've just seen so many fit pros in the very beginning, not having any type of a foundation set and going in and just like losing a lot of money, you know, and also trying to do it yourself. So that's why it's always good. Like when you're already, you know, you have your consistent funnel set up, you've been generating leads, you've been making, you know, money on a consistent basis, and you feel pretty good. And then you just want to scale what you're already doing. Then it's always nice too, because then you can contact someone like David and just be like, David, I'm ready to scale, man. So let's take it up a notch. So that's why it's always kind of nice getting into that paid ads. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, don't try to, you know, do it if you don't have the other stuff set up first.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Like even if you're just getting started and you're working with someone else and he's like, pay someone to do your Facebook ads or pay someone to do this, you need to know what it's all about, because you need to be able to then ask the right questions. I could just take your money and just say, oh, it's all your fault, you're not chasing the leads correctly, but you wouldn't know what I'm doing. So and you just got to think how your clients come to you. They're super cautious. Make sure that you're going to give them the right program, and you've got to be the same in your fitness business. You've got to be super cautious. But at the end of the day, you need to run it like a business as well. Our aim is simple. We want to help as many fit pros get to 10K and stay there every single month. So you need to start building those systems in place so you can get to that benchmark and then grow from there. Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Anything else, Lee, Lawrence, while we're here? Anybody else who's watching live in the Facebook group? Yeah, Lee, what you got, man? Oh, was that
Yeah, just saying thumbs up. I'm good. That was my question.
Good? Okay, you guys good? Right on. Well, David, thank you so much, man. That was fantastic. Going this, and then I'll post the replay in both our mastermind group and then also in the online Fit Pro community, so you guys can watch that. Get that in there. Like I said, if you want to connect.
So that was me doing the training for Tobias. As you can see, 17 different ways you can pay for leads. You can generate leads for free. You can get leads from online, and you can get leads for offline. But if you want the fastest way to generate leads, it definitely is Facebook ads right now. If you want more qualified leads, ask for referrals or go back to previous clients. Or if you just want to go over 17 again, go back to the start of this video, watch it all over again, get that notepad and pen and write down those notes. I'm going to leave it there for today. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe by clicking that big red button below, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Cheers.